trying not to make this a habit. We did a lot of good things tonight. This was a basketball team we played tonight that played very hard. They had played all their opponents pretty tough. Obviously, we had a size advantage. We shot the basketball well. We had 20 offensive rebounds. But I think the biggest issue going forward is that we're playing a team in New York, in St. Louis, that really runs great motion with a lot of back screens, a lot of weak side action, and Coach was really he wasn't happy with our deflection total tonight. We didn't reach our 40 goal, and going into St. Louis, they are much more physical than any team we played up to this point. They defend better than any team we played up until this point, and they do some unique things from an offensive standpoint. Like I said, they run a lot of weak side action. They also do a lot of post up. So, Coach wasn't happy with our post defense tonight. It's something we're going to have to improve on. And our communication is going to have to get a lot better because, again, this is a team we're going to play in New York that runs a lot of great motion, a lot of screen and rescreen, a lot of backside action. So, though we were happy with a lot of things tonight, tremendous area needed for improvement, especially on the defensive end of the floor.
A lot of times you have side advantage, but teams may not necessarily take advantage of it. I don't think you took your first three for 13 minutes tonight. Did they show good offensive discipline for the most part?
Yeah, we did. The thing we weren't happy about, we didn't get out on the break. We had a big advantage on the backboards, and we didn't get out on the break very much in the first half. I think we were only out 6 or 7 times the whole half. But, yes, we showed good discipline. We got the basketball inside. We did good things there. But our spacing wasn't great, and it's something we're going to have to continue to work on. But the main areas we have to keep improving on is on the defensive end of the floor. Even though you may look at the stats and say, well, you held them to a great low shooting percentage. The stats say you did a lot of good things, but in reality, there are a lot of things we need to improve on.
Can you talk about Ray's improvement, continued improvement? He only played 13 minutes tonight, but was pretty productive in the 13 minutes.
Yeah, he is. Ray is continuing to develop. His biggest development going forward this year will be mentally. Confidence-wise, and as the competition increases from a size and physical standpoint, which St. Louis will give us. St. Louis is a very physical basketball team. So, but he's going to have to keep improving from a mental aspect. That'll be his next big step forward. Right now, he's using his athleticism and his quickness to be very effective, but now it's going to come down. He's going to have to battle strength as well as, the smaller size.
Coach, I believe this is the third time that you've held somebody under 30% shooting. Is the fact that you're putting up 80-plus points a game maybe overlooking how good defensively you guys have been so far?
Well, I think one of the things that happens when you play good offense, your defensive intensity improves. That's just a natural, way that things happen. But yeah, I think offensively we're doing some good things, and it's helping us attitudinally and from an energy standpoint defensively. But like I said, Rick is not happy with a lot of our positioning defensively. We were supposed to double down on the post tonight. We didn't do a good job of that. So again, it may seem to the casual fan, I'm not saying you people are casual fans by any stretch of imagination, that from a statistical standpoint, things look great. But from an analytical standpoint, the way we're looking at it as a coaching staff, and certainly the way Rick is looking at it, there are areas that we have to get better at. Too much dribble penetration. We're getting beat off the dribble, straight line dribble penetration, things like that we have to clean up in a hurry.
Coach, just want to ask you about Shinano Onuaku. He started the season in exhibition. He's kind of had some foul trouble in the red-white game. The last 2 games, though, he hasn't committed a foul and has still been very productive on the court. What's he doing differently that's allowing him to be so productive instead of foul trouble?
Well, first off, he's a very smart basketball player, and he learns quickly. And obviously, the fouls he was picking up were not good fouls. They weren't fouls that were coming from blocking shots. I'm talking about early on in the exhibition and the red-white scrimmages. And he's learned how to to not do those type of things, and he's learned how, if he's going to commit a foul, he's going to commit a foul blocking a shot or offensive rebounding the basketball. And like I said, he's a very smart basketball player. His learning curve is extremely high, and it's great to see him because obviously as the physical competition improves, from especially the interior people, he's going to have to give us a lot, and I think he's capable of it, and he's certainly making strides in that regard.
What's next for Chinanu? What's his next stage of development, you think?
I think it's just to continue to develop, continue to understand what moves will give him the best opportunity to score the basketball down low. And that's the other area, quite honestly, that Coach is not happy about, and that is that we're missing our interior people a lot of times. They're free. They're working their tails off to get the basketball, and we're missing them. And we've got to start to establish, the low post presence on a consistent basis, not just on an occasional basis.
What did Damien do to correct? I know he got 2 early fouls in the press in that first half in the first game. It seems like he's been able to stay on the floor a lot longer now. Did he make any small adjustments on defense to avoid those? Or?
No, it's just a matter of recognition. He's recognized, and we've recognized, and again, film is a great teacher. Coach is a big believer in teaching through film. So the guys have seen themselves, all of them have seen themselves and recognized the little things that put them in a position not to foul and yet be effective defensively. So it's really just a matter of learning. It hasn't been changing the defense in any way, shape, or form.
Heading into these next 2 games, have you and Coach, or you guys, have you decided on a rotation? You guys have, kind of been playing the same guys. Have you settled on a rotation?
I think more or less we have, yes. Especially till Dan gets back. We're having to do a little bit of finagling there in order to at the 2 and the 3 spot. We're a little shallow there with Dang being out, but yeah, more or less we've settled on it. I think the beauty of this basketball team is that they do give you, because of the flexibility and the depth up front, they give you an opportunity to do some things that you wouldn't be able to do if you didn't have the depth.
Anything else, Coach? Great,
That's
thank
it.
you.